Hey everybody, alright, it only took about 13 hours to load. Hey everybody, alright, it only took about 13 hours to load. Yeah. It took 6 to 7 hours to get me to a door. And then it took another 4 hours to get me loaded. As the song goes, I'll never come back this way again. Okay, so to enumerate what I tried to explain to you guys last night, this is the address that the boss sent me. Okay, this is the address for the company, but they want their driver. So naturally, every driver that comes here is going to park somewhere around here, right? Because that's 1140. But they have a sign up there that says load at building number 1130, which is on a different building. I'll show you. So I had to walk way over here. Yeah. Keep going. I had to walk way over here. Where is it? Right there. Right here. I had to walk way over here only to find out there's about 10 drivers ahead of me waiting to get all checked in. That took about an hour or so. Then as I arrived at the door or the office, now they're informing me that I am late and that my load, if I decide to load it, I would have to end up waiting 5 to 6 hours. At that point, there was no other load to be had, so I stretched my patient muscle and just, I take it these trucks are just parked here for the night then, I guess. So I decided to be patient, you know. Then they told me, okay, go park at a certain spot, check into another building. Then they said, okay, we'll call you when you get a door. So I waited, went to sleep. Woke up, messed around, Messed around, waited. Finally got tired again, so I go back to sleep. Finally they called. Door 210. So I go dock at 210. It was a very difficult dock to back in. Finally got it in there. Went to sleep for about 3 hours, 4 hours. And then somebody calls me on the phone and says, "Hey, can you move over to door 214? I said, "Man, it took me a long time to back it in here." I said, "Okay, I'll do it." I just didn't want to argue. I just wanted to get out of there. As soon as I pulled out of the door to swing by and dock on door 214, I find out that there's a truck, and the dock 214 is 2 doors to my left. The reason they wanted me to move over because it was closer to the product. Really? They wanted me to do all the work because it was 2 dock doors to my left. I was willing to do it, only to find out again that there's a truck dock right there, right? And so I tried to call them and explain it. I can't get anybody on the phone. Nobody answers the phone. Waited. Nothing happened. I said finally, you know what? Whatever, Lord. Whatever happens. This is all on you. I said, you know, everything is according to your plan, and I'm sure you'll make it work. I do had to do a little bit of a did have a little bit of a prayer on. I said, "Lord, what is it that you want me to learn?" Because at that point my patience was just wearing thin. I even called the boss. I said, "Boss, I'm about ready to get out of here. I'm about ready to just leave." I said, "I need you to convince me to stay." He says, "Well, whatever you decide, we'll deal with it in the morning." So I decided to stay. Went back to sleep again. And then they finally started loading me. Fell back to sleep. Then I was dreaming I was driving a truck uphill, and then on the going downhill part, in my genius idea, now this is just a dream, so in my genius idea, I decided to go downhill backwards. Hey everybody, Johnny Be Good here. Alright, this next clip is just all about time warp. This is from New Jersey all the way to Dubois, Pennsylvania. At this point, I was not in the mood to be talking. And I also just really wanted to show a driving at night, dark until daylight. And so I put it on a time warp and just, did my thing, kept it on the road. I stopped for a little break and, but anyway, this is not much going on. There's really nothing to show. I just wanted to showcase the, from, as I said, from dark to daylight. There's going to be some clouds and fog and rain and stuff like that, but really not much to see. It gets interesting a couple of minutes after this when daylight starts to show up. Oh, what else is going on today? Not much really. This load was excruciatingly mentally difficult. I mean, it was just, oh man. I told the boss, I said, please don't send me back here again. And he agreed. That was just too much. And I forgot to mention on the video that while I had to park my truck about 2 blocks away, I forgot to put my GoPros, the outside GoPros, I forgot to take them out and put them in the truck. And so while I'm walking to the receiver or shipper, waiting in line for over an hour, and I'm thinking, oh, why didn't I put the GoPros inside the truck? What prevents anybody to just walk up to the cameras, take them out, and I'm also thinking, for the whole hour that I was standing in line, you never know if your truck is being towed or not. That was the biggest problem. It wasn't the walking part that I was complaining about. It was the way that they set it up. I mean, it was incredible. As I said, the whole time I was in line, I had 2 things that was worrying me. Either the GoPros were going to be stolen or the whole truck is going to get towed somewhere, and oh, what a horrific setup that was. Not to mention that once you're checked in, they didn't care if you did not arrive at the window at your pickup time. They didn't care if you stayed in line for how many hours, man. They don't care. They only care about, you arriving at the window. And if you're late, you're late. And then once I decided to wait for the load, then they told me, okay, it's going to be about 5 to 6 hours before they'll get to you. Yeah, they didn't call me until 9.5 hours later, 9 hours and 45 minutes. And so, but also the biggest problem was once they put me in a door, it took them another 4 to 5 hours to get me loaded. Oh man, what a horrific setup that was. You had to check in at the different building. You had to check in at a different. You had to go and load at a different building. It was. I don't know if I mentioned it on a video, but they called me and say, "Hey, could you move, to door, what was it, 54 or something, or I don't remember the number, but basically they wanted me to move 3 doors to the left because it was supposedly closer to where the product was." So I started to pull out, even though I protested that. I said, "Man, it's really difficult to back in this place." And I'm thinking, all right, I'll do it. I just want to get out of here. Let's do it. So I pulled out and I tried to back into the door where they told me, and there was a truck there. And so I tried to call them on the phone, the phone that they called me with, the number, and nobody answers. There's no place to check in, no place to tell them what's going on. So I said, screw this. I backed up where the original door that I was assigned, went back to sleep, and they loaded me about 3 hours later after they woke me up and instructed me to move to a different door. And then again, as I said, once they instructed me to move to a different door, it took another 3 more hours to get me loaded. All right, this point right here is Lamar, Pennsylvania, at the Pilot truck stop. Went to the McDonald's over there and got me some breakfast and coffee. And then this point right here is from Lamar to Dubois, Pennsylvania, or most people call it Dubois. I call it Dubois. Make it sound a little classy. I don't know. Is it Dubois or Dubois? I think it's Dubois, right? But anyway, so this is about the the scope of the day that I had, and it turned out to be a kind of an enjoyable ride. I wasn't, even though I woke up very early and I wasn't too tired. I guess I had a good night's sleep, but anyway, I hope you guys are doing all good and all well. And shout out to Lee Shaver and Gary Wendland and all of you out there. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the comments. Some of you have been around in this channel for many years. I just want to take the time to give you guys a grateful, sincere gratitude. Thank you for many years of patronage. Is that how you say it? I'm actually sitting at home right now editing this.
I'm back here.
And so
Fucking came in to run all the way back.
anyway, this is all that I got, and you'll see me here parked at a rest stop,
What? How am I supposed to
taking a
run?
little bit of a break, and
How am
then
I supposed to run?
the next videos are on the
I don't know
cameras,
how
which
to-
I have to dump all the datas so that I can do the next videos. Anyway, have a good day, have a great day, be safe out there, and God bless you guys, and Do me a favor, say hello to Long Haul Larry. Tell him to get back to work, the lazy bum. Haha, peace.